What's going on? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today we're going to talk to you about NIO. Give you a quick overview of some of the data points, what is really influencing it today, and what short's been up to. Before we get into any of that, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So NIO did go up 1.85%, 437 the low, 451 the high. So it was able to kind of rebound from yesterday's significant sell-off. As far as volume, very low though. So 26.8 million shares being traded, 56.5 is the average. So majority of the volume did come from legitimately just big money as well as shorts. So I feel like someone turned off the algorithmic trading. But then again, I think today a lot of big money on the sidelines are just waiting for PCE to come out. But that's just my opinion. But these are some of the transactions that did occur on the secondary market above $100,000, 116,000, 118, and 132. So a little bit more of a bump up in comparison to typically like the one per day. So something just to kind of keep in mind, but no actual news associated to NIO itself, no SEC filings. So I think just today was more of a technical recovery, as well as I think there is some optimism building for NIO Day. So that is coming out for the 21st. You're seeing a lot of things on social media as far as the big launch as well. So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. A couple of things did come out that I wanted to share with you though. Latest in EV stats. So this is very general, so not just NIO and stuff like that. But for October 2024 in China, sales are up 57% year over year. So that does represent a 53% share. So overall, it is absolutely epic. Europe is up 2%, so that one's lagging a little bit. And then the States is up 16%. So all of this, again, is as of October 2024. Aside from that, though, latest in 13Fs and updates for that, you did have this right here. So this ETF did return about 6.14% of their position quarter over quarter, and they have outright stated that they are shorting. So this is where I think there's flaws with the 13F. I've brought this up in the past on how technically right now any entity shorting doesn't need to disclose their position. You only have to disclose longs, but with the new SEC transparency rule, which should be kicked in force in the first half of 2025, that is where any entity will have to disclose their short positions. So that might deter some entities from shorting, but they did return, like I said, 6.14%. Aside from that, nothing really crazy to write home about as far as these. Then you did have this. I felt worthwhile to bring this up. So Onvo is going to be entering into the European market in 2025. And what I find interesting about this is that they're actually going to be starting in the UK market because you see a lot of companies really put the UK to last, only because of the change in configuration. So hats off to Onvo for thinking ahead, being proactive, because like I said, I think just entities moving into the UK from Europe is typically a big deal. Even Lucid, I think they've been in Europe for around 2 years. They initially stated that they were going to be in UK like a year and a half ago, but they haven't been giving any updates. So clearly it's a lot harder to them than clearly Onvo's a lot better in that regard. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. As far as shorts, so even though NIO essentially was green today, you still had shorts increasing 830,000 shares. 13.77% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 183.97 million shares overall are being shorted. Cost per hour average is 4.81%. Utilization is at 100%. So shorts have been returning quite a lot. I think it's just because of anticipation in regards to the NIO Day. So hopefully NIO comes out like strong, good marketing and everything. I think that individual from Twitter, Alfonso or whatever his name is, I think they paid for him to go out there to China to kind of experience the NIO Day. So hopefully, like I said, some good marketing and good PR comes from that, and then this is where big money can buy based on it. But until that happens, I think it's just more consolidation. So I'm going to go over the technicals and stuff that you need to know. But as far as options, 3.07 million in calls, 1.32 million in puts, 44% of all the options being done today were optimistic in nature, and just generally looking today, it's been somewhat the norm. So 4 million, give or take, that's what the total premiums was today, same for yesterday. So you had that high as well, that on December the 9th, where there was 27.5 million just in options premiums. But for today of the call options, there's a consensus for it to be above 550. So a lot of people are throwing out some random numbers, but clearly based on options and just the open interest, I think 550 plus is what is anticipated for pretty much the close of 2024. The bears, though, are anticipating for it to be sub 450, so nothing really crazy. A lot more upside is anticipated based on that. But as of right now, with that $4.40, it is trading right below this S1. So 443 going forward into the next couple trading days. You'll see that as a key target. And then aside from that, 477, 512, 534. Flip side, 421, and then $3.86 is going to be the strong supports. But I think given tomorrow, PCE, and no data points coming out from China tomorrow to really worry about, but it is going to be PCE and just hope and optimism associated to NIO Day being a very big success. So we'll just have to, I guess, wait and see, as bad as that sounds. No new analyst ratings, nothing along those lines. No analyst estimates changes for the upcoming earnings. But today it was able to fight above and kind of stay within range. Of course, still below the ALMA, still below a lot of the key pivotal moving averages. But because of the recent consolidation, you have stochastic RSI very oversold. So if they do put out some news, you could have algorithms momentarily on their side really buying it up, pushing higher. So in the short term, aside from what I brought up for the fib levels, support and resistance points, watch for it to get above that ALMA, that 449 right now, because if it is able to kind of fight and stay above that tomorrow, then you could see more of a recovery. At least to roughly, I'd say, the 100 to 200 day moving average, which is kind of the high fours. So let me know your thoughts on NIO. Have you been buying? Have you been selling? Do you have high expectations for NIO Day, or do you think that given the price point where NIO is at, that it is going to draw and lure in value investors regardless? So what's your viewpoint on all of that? And then oddly, I see a lot of people on social media bringing up about a short squeeze. So do you think that there is going to be a short squeeze for NIO? Couple things to take note of. DTC is 2.6 days. So in theory, if let's say NIO does come out with a very good catalyst, and best case scenario, you have stimulus updates, you have just, I haven't even heard anything in regards to the tariffs, the European tariffs. I know last I pointed out was the fact that I think China was going after whiskey of all things, if I remember correctly. But still, if there's updates in that regard, then yes, you could see NIO's price appreciate very fast, prompting some actual shorts to return. But I don't see like a mother of all short squeeze AMC type of scenario play out for NIO. But what do I know? Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. And then one final thing I just wanted to share with you, take advantage of this promo because it does give you 8 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. So you might as well take advantage, get some free shares. Free is amazing. So link to that is in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.